welcome to the Keep the Faith podcast. I am your host, Tori. And of course, I have two special guests with me on today. And what I want to do, I want to share this first to my personal page and make sure I did this right. So give me just a second, make sure I'm sharing this correctly. And let's see. Boy, this is a pain right here. Got to do all of this. I don't even know if I'm sharing it right. Do you see it on the 119?
See, I'm scared. Oh, look, I'm making all kind. I seen it. I shared it. It was.
You shared it already? Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to figure out how do I.
They let you share stuff?
I shared it last week. I was able to share last week. I'm trying to see. Let's see. Maybe it's not going to let me share it today. I don't know. It let me share it last week. So, no, it's not allowing me to share it. So, but anyway, we're just going to keep going. But you're able to share it, right?
Yes, I already shared it.
Are you, when you share it, could you tag me and let me see if that'll work?
Okay.
You got me? Okay. All right. Well, we've actually I had Natasha on the show last month. Yeah, last month for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And she's a breast cancer survivor. And we were actually touching bases on the fact that, I couldn't believe that she got married. Because she's the Blockham queen, just like I am. But for those that may have, did not get a chance to see that particular episode, just briefly tell everyone a little bit about yourself. And then I want you to introduce your hubby.
Oh, okay. Well, again, my name is Natasha Pierre Hunter. I'm a, 5-year breast cancer survivor, 2017. 5-year breast cancer survivor. And I have here my husband, Mr. Janelle Hunter.
Yeah, hello. How y'all doing? First time, so bear with me a little bit.
You're a little nervous.
Yes, he is. Look, I was looking at her to see was he's ready. I gave him that little cue. But yes, he's the man that, proposed to me, and I said yes. He's the one who's my strength. And I guess I can be his when I want to be. I don't know. Tell him.
Yeah, you got choices.
So you got choices.
Yeah. Put me in one way, I'm thinking something. It'd be turn around and be the other way. So I don't know.
So is she still difficult to deal with? Like at times? Be honest.
Yeah, be honest. I am.
Is she? Oh my God. I have a whole church congregation that pray for me.
Wow. So you actually have to have a congregation praying for you. Oh my goodness.
Sorry, God is not through with me yet. He's not through with me. It's my mouth. And I'm still, focusing on being that, I've been that independent lady for so long. And since we're together, he's learning, but I thank God for his strength. I thank God for giving him the strength that he needs to deal with somebody like me, because Lord knows.
Yeah, he knows.
So what I need you to speak a little louder, because for some reason it's not showing you. I think you might need to come up a little bit. But before we get into your testimony, tell everyone, how do you guys meet?
I'm gonna let him tell that.
Okay.
Well, I'm a mechanic, and so I was doing some side work, and through a friend named Miss Elaine Bell, and so I was doing some work on her car, and she told me about a friend of hers, and she said that she do herbs, because people know me. I love herbal teas and stuff, holistic healing. So, and that's how we kind of start conversating some, and I met her, and we're like, okay, seemed pretty cool. At the time, I wasn't looking to get into no relationships. I was kind of exiting.
Okay.
So it's gonna get me some me time.
Okay.
So I had to be mindful of what you say to the universe.
Yes.
So sometimes universe straight hit me, but okay, you ain't getting a relationship. We're gonna get in a marriage.
Ooh.
And so it was very sudden. And we met, we talked on the phone for time I
12
had.
hours.
Yeah.
12 hours.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thought I was in high school again.
Really?
Yeah.
12 hours.
Wait a minute, 12 hours straight?
12
Yeah.
hours. Yes. Every day, 12 hours until he goes to work. I would
Yeah.
literally, Lord, please forgive me if my supervisors is watching, but I'll be on the phone with him while I'm at work.
What?
Oh, yeah.
I would get off. And
12 hours. And then we'll go to sleep. We'll go to sleep and wake back up and still on the phone.
Those were the days for real.
Yeah.
I miss those. Oh, I miss those type of conversations. I miss those type of conversations. Listen, I didn't know people still do that. Let me go to the comments. Okay.
I ain't shame.
But no, there's nothing wrong with that. That's because see, here's the thing. The reason why I say that I miss those type of conversations because a lot of times people are getting in relationships and marriages for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you gotta these days, you at least want to like the person that you're marrying, and get in a relationship with. Sometimes, like I said, people get in relationships for money, various
Mhm.
reasons, or maybe the person look good on paper. But the talk 12 hours.
We talked 12 hours
The
in
only way to-
between them hours. Tell her what I did, but I swear I didn't do it. Tell her.
Oh,
Tell her what. And I'm like, no, I didn't.
I would say the third day in, we were talking one Saturday night, and she said, "You my husband." I said,
Huh? And I'm like, no, I didn't say that. I was half asleep. You talking about, yes, you did. You
did
said,
say that.
and I didn't. I said something else, but it wasn't you, my husband. You talking about, yes, you did
It
say
wasn't
that.
honey bun. It was husband.
Okay. Wow. Wow. Well, listen, you have to speak what you want before you see it. So you were speaking it already into existence.
Half
Mhm.
sleep, girl.
And so,
Look, we stayed 1:00 in the mornings. Yes, that was us.
But my question to you before we get into his testimony, what was it about him that set him apart from everyone else?
Because I have my trials and tribulations with guys, and I wouldn't give him the chance, and he knows that too. Because I blocked him a couple of times before,
add one more to it.
and then when we got married, I blocked him afterwards. But the thing is that he read, and when you hear his story, it was like, wow, I was so fascinated with somebody who's reading to save their life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To do something for themselves. That's the ultimate, It's like, wow. He opened up a book, he studied, he read. He didn't, he went to the doctor and all of that stuff, but it's like he did all of this. And then he listen to motivation speakers like Les Brown and his favorite Miles
Dr. Miles
Monroe.
Monroe.
And Eric Thomas and all of this stuff. So this was like me and him, we like equal, even though I have the much iffy attitudes and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll be the one to say, just go do it.
He's the calm voice.
It's all right. Just go do it.
He's the
If
calm.
it come out bad, oh well, straighten it up.
Yeah,
Keep moving.
and that's you
Right.
see the way he
You know.
talking. That's him and me. I have horns coming out of my ears, and he be like, "Yo, just chill, just
Yeah.
do."
It ain't that serious.
Yeah,
It's life. Everything you learn.
yeah. And we did our little vision board. We
And-
still got a vision board hung up.
Yeah. And that was the
Really?
thing that
Yes.
really kind of had turned me on to her the most was her vision board. And I'm like, okay.
Making
Maybe
our,
she done listen to the people I done listen to.
Right.
you knew I was listening to them people.
And actually, we were talking about touching base on the first date. Tell everybody about your first date. I was so impressed about that first date. The very first date.
Yes, our first date, we did vision boards, and see, I'm gonna let him go in. I don't want to tell but he cooked his little meal and stuff for us, and we just sat down as one, and we did the vision board what we wanted, how our income was going to be, what the next step. And then we had our health over here. And then on this part, we had marriage. We actually planned our marriage on the first date on the vision board. That's the weirdest thing. Think about it. We actually put our marriage up there, Tor. And under it, before the marriage, was make our yesterday, how we say, make get rid of our yesterday for today. So any person that we was
cleaning up our past.
Yes, anybody we had in our past that we felt like, we got rid of.
Wow.
So we can be closer together. And we prayed and we fast. Daniel.
Yep.
The book of Daniel, reading
Right.
Daniel in the mornings and stuff like that. Yes.
Do people still do? I mean, that's something that people don't do, fast and pray together. Because like I said, people link up for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I would like to do. When God sends him, I want us to pray together. I want us to fast together. And I've actually had conversations with people and I said, fast and pray. They're looking at me like, what? You do what?
It's real.
Nah,
It's
like
for real.
and they were like, nah, that's not what I'm about. So, well, you're not the one for me. Deuces.
Listen, yes. And see, Tori, the thing was, I told him, I was like, I'm not going to talk to anybody unless they pay tithes. If you didn't pay tithes, I'm because 10%, you have to get that 10%. Even if you have $1, get 10 cents. I don't care. But as
Right.
long as you give that to God, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, 25 cents to be in it. Listen, give it to God. And he, that day I told him, that same day, he cashed at me his tithes money. And
Really?
yes, every time he got paid.
Because I wasn't a church guy. I
Okay.
never went to church like that. But
Okay.
my journey I was on, I would keep hearing little scriptures here and there. And I'm like, why does thing seem like it's talking to me? Or talking about
Right.
me, or like steps I done took. Somebody in the Bible done took them. And
Right.
it kept sticking out to me for some strange reason.
Wow.
So when she came into my life, that's the part where I just started getting very, very in depth with my spiritual side. And we just kept molding from there.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Because I do believe also that you have to, when you link with somebody, you want somebody that's going to make you better, bring out the best in you.
Yeah, but you have to go through a process yourself first.
Right.
You have to clean up some of your stuff.
Mhm.
First, you got to find out the type of person that you really are, not the person that you paint to be.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I like that. I like that.
Ooh, that's good right there.
Yeah.
And it's not an overnight thing. I
It's
mean, yeah, you
not.
got success stories out there with people, they meet each other and they change each other. But I believe in the law of attraction. You have to clean yourself up, then you start attracting like things.
Right.
Yeah, I
That makes
like
a lot of
that.
sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Ooh.
So,
So you're nervous, but you dropping jewels.
Yeah, he nervous. Look, he over here
I mean, like I said, I'm getting a little comfortable.
Okay. But that makes a lot of sense because a lot of times people will post that there's something, but they're not who they post to be. Meaning that you post one thing, but you're not who you say you are. And that's one thing someone told me just the other day, that I was actually the same person that I was on social media. I'm like, it's me. I'm not going to pretend to be something that I'm not. I'm not going to get on social media like a lot of people get on social media to pretend. I'm how I am on social media. I'm the same, off social media. That's just the way I am. But so what I want to do is because we're going to come back to the beauty of marriage, because a lot of times the world that we're living in, a lot of us have gotten away from the beauty of marriage. There's some people that don't believe in marriage, and to see the two of you make marriage look. I mean, just like I would just say, just last week. I'm gonna be honest, transparent. Just last week, I said, "Do I really want to get married? Is marriage for me? Because marriage ain't for everybody." So I start to wonder, is it really for me?
Then you see my face.
Then I see this. So let me rethink things, because a lot of times we submit.
You ever thought about maybe it's something you choose to want to be?
Mm.
Sometimes you have to question yourself on things.
Yeah.
Like literally, you have to go stand in the mirror, in your bathroom mirror,
Yeah.
and don't look at yourself. Get close to the mirror, and you'll see somebody in your pupil in your eye, and that the person you need to talk to.
Mm.
Like seriously, I mean, it's part of the process.
It
Like
is.
really, it's really part of the process.
Mm.
It is. It is. I like what you just said about the pupil in the eye.
That's
Because,
very
you know,
powerful.
I did a lot of self-examination before I met him. And you remember I explained that stuff because there was a
Yeah.
lot of stuff dealing with my physical appearance for one, my mom's death and all of that stuff. And so I had to really dig deep within myself. And I'm still working on myself. And it's not like you're gonna wake up overnight and be perfect. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
there was something that Steve Harvey said a long time ago when he had an old truck or something like that, old car, and he had to get rid of the old car so he can get a new one, I believe, to another. And that stuck with me when he said that. And I had like family members will pray, and it was like I had to delete certain things that was in my life and get rid of it.
Right.
I really did. If that person, if it wasn't lined up to, and there was a time where I started trying to figure out, God, who do you want me to, and who do you want me to marry?
Right.
What do you want me to have?
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you created us in your own image, but what do you want my man to be like?
Right.
For me?
Right.
For me, and it's weird because listen, I'm supposed to be on a diet, and here he is. I'm like, well, Lord, he's there. I have a donut, and he's looking at me like, you know better than that.
Right.
But it's
But everybody have to take their own time with stuff.
Yeah, their own
Right.
time.
I mean, you can't pressure nobody. You can't rush them.
No,
Right.
Because as far as me, I stumbled upon it at my time.
Right.
But then when you find out you have to do it, now you got to go at it.
Right.
yeah,
You have to fight. There's no way around it. And to find out the person that you fighting is basically your flesh. And you really have to fight that joker. Not fight it. I would say you have to control it.
No, you right. You gotta fight it.
Yeah.
That flesh, woo, that flesh, you really, that's a fight. Sometimes for some of us, we're in the fight of our life when it comes to our flesh.
Yeah.
And it's not just with food, it can be with people, different things, places that we may.
Basically, it's
Ooh.
everything. It's everything upon this earth.
Jeez.
You have to let your spirit control your flesh, not your flesh control your spirit. Because it will get you in some bad predicaments.
yeah. That soft voice.
Yeah.
But Tori, I still block. I'm a firm believer of blocking. Listen, I'm fine with being unbothered. He can tell you, be like, "What?" I'm fine with being unbothered and blocking if
After we got married, the first time it happened.
Wow.
For real, it still happened. I thought I got
I'm
married.
still learning.
Listen, I'm trying to figure out if anybody blocks as bad as me, because you can call my phone, and if you call my phone and I don't know who you are,
Block.
if you don't leave a message or text,
Block.
right.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
I'm bad about that.
serious.
If you call my phone, if I don't know the number, you don't leave a message, you don't tell me who you are, I'll give you 30 minutes. Within that 30 minutes, if I don't know who you are, block. And some calls are instant.
Dang. Ain't no family number. I just got in a car accident. You were the last phone call they made.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you. But your wife was telling me that you had a powerful testimony to share. So I want you to get into your testimony. And I always tell people, all my guests, that you share what you're comfortable with. And I base my questions based on what you feel comfortable sharing. So I'm going to give you the mic and you just share your story. And then we're going to actually come back to the marriage thing, in regards to that. So just share what you feel comfortable sharing, because you never know, somebody's going to be blessed by your story, your testimony.
Amen.
Well, I always tell people my testimony. This is the first time it ever been on a platform. So
Okay.
it started off with a trip to the doctor one day and got diagnosed with diabetes, high blood pressure. I used to be 320 pounds. I was a cook
Wow.
and cook all the good stuff,
Yeah.
you know. And so it got to the point I say, well, the doctor been like, well, you're going to be on this medication. And so all my family, same thing. Everybody in the family got the same story. So
Right.
I was like, I see the path they going down.
Right.
And, you know, they here,
Right.
you know, but feel as though they have to be on something. And I thought different. I thought it got to be another way out there. So
Right.
I went on, of course, Google, went to looking up some stuff, and I ran
Right.
across Dr. Sebi, and he went talking about an alkaline diet, saying, you know, no disease can live in an alkaline state. So I'm like, man, this man crazy. I got to have my meat, got to have my protein, got to have all this standard American stuff they say.
Right.
So I had to check myself on something. I said, how can I call a man crazy when they teach us in school what alcohol do to you? But then I kept me a whole thing of gin and some beer and liquor every time
Right.
after work. And on the way home, I'm drinking.
Right.
So that was my first check myself on, I wonder who's the insane one here.
Right.
You go to sleep, wake up with a headache, smell like a liquor still, but I'm going to call this man crazy. I ain't in the position to do no judging.
Right.
So it wasn't an overnight process. It was more of a get out the research, look and see what some replacement foods I can do. And then it was a slow process of weaning myself off of meat, kind of cut myself down to like 2 to 3 days a week, getting off the meat. And then I switched the regular meat over to seafood. And then I understand it, but the healing part came into. So you have to get away all the way from the meat, even seafood, when you go into healing anything. Because it's like you have to stop the body from producing mucus. And mucus, it fights off diseases. So don't put nothing in your body that causes diseases. Your body won't produce it. And it really got broke down to that simple. Because once you start changing your diet, the healing process starts instantly.
Wow.
It's like, I'm a fan. I used to be a fan of rice. I switched over to quinoa. Quinoa, it reduces your blood pressure. There's no starch. And it's healthy. Well, it's healthy and it's hearty like rice is. So it gave you a full sensation.
Really?
And so
Mm-hmm.
that's what that got rice out of
good
it.
too.
That got rice out of it. And it cooks like rice. You wash it like rice. Same process as rice. That's rice. So I said, okay, I can do this here. And it don't taste exactly like rice,
Mhm.
but you got your stuff that you got to let go also. And then later on that when you understand that your taste buds, salt and sugar, you can fool your taste buds to make anything good,
Right.
even though it's not good for you. And so
Wow.
after that, it was, I still struggle with seafood some. But throughout the healing process, I had took out about maybe 7-8 months. And that was no seafood either. It was 100% alkaline vegan, plant-based eating. And my diabetes and stuff to the point where my feet start turning black a little across my toes.
Wow.
And so started eating right, got the diet down packed, and my feet started clearing up a little bit. So then started listening to Dr. Sebi on these herbs and stuff and the herbal teas, and you can actually make your own herbal pills. So I went on my little journey. I started looking for herbs, started ordering herbs here and there. And drinking my gallon of water every day, trying to find alkaline water.
Wow.
And he broke it down to the easiest way possible. Like Crystal Geyser water right out of Family Dollar. It's a 7.0. It's neutral. It's not acidic, and it's on the alkaline side. So that's all I could find at the time. But then he told me to add some cucumber to it, add some key lime to it, and it'll boost the pH in it. So now you got alkaline water.
What? Are you serious?
Now you see why I fell in love.
Wow.
So, and then I done the herbs and stuff for about Well, I still do my herbs. My herbal tea right here.
Yeah. Okay.
And of course, my feet start clearing up all the way. Now, the next step, when it came to healing, you had to start fasting. Now you got to
Right.
give your body a break, even away from the good food or the healthy foods.
Right.
And my first fast was for 7 days. Just water and herbal tea. That's it. And
What?
yeah. But then that's the part about it right there. You have to prepare yourself for it.
Discipline.
Like I would fix me a plate of food and it would be like, well, healthy food. And I'll bring it close to me and I feel my urge to eat. And I say no. And I'll push it away till the urge calm down and then bring it back to you. And then now you get to see how strong of an urge you have. So now you know who you got to fight. And then if it's still too strong for you, get up and walk away. Just get up and walk away from it.
I can't do it.
You can.
I can't
And
do
then-
it.
And then what I would do, I would look down at my foot
Right.
and I would look at that plate of food. And I look at my foot again. I say, you gonna go to work? Get out your foot, or what you gonna do?
Wow.
And bump this food. So,
Jeez.
and then I get myself back in control of my flesh.
Right.
And then I start eating. Take about 2-3 bites and stop eating, putting it down, push it away.
Right. I'm not disciplined enough when it comes to the food.
You take baby steps. And I did that for about 2 weeks
Right.
up until the fast. Because I said it was February, I want to say it was. And I set a date. I said, I'm going to fast.
Right.
And I said, I got to prepare myself. And my weakness was that if I see something, I want to eat it.
Right.
Even though if it's healthy food or not healthy, I just wanted to eat it.
Right.
And so,
So 7 days, water and herbal tea, no food.
no food.
So after the 7 days, then what?
You introduce fruits, soft foods back to your body, like smoothies. And you take it step by step with that.
Okay.
No, nothing hard, because your body done went through a process. It done start cleaning stuff out. So if you introduce hard stuff back to your body, in 7 days, you probably won't hurt nothing. But it's a chance. Don't take it. Just do like smoothies and
Okay.
fruits.
So then after the smoothies, then what did you incorporate? Like the healthy food. So
Back
so right now you don't eat any meats.
me and seafood, that's my kryptonite.
Okay.
And I didn't know something come along with marriage, boy. Whew. But as far as chicken, beef, whatever,
You don't eat no
pork,
meat.
I don't eat that stuff. I will not eat that. That's something I said on my fast. I would not go back to eating that.
But our son, he would be sitting there, he'll have a cookie, and my son would be like, Millie, now you know good and well you're not supposed to eat that cookie.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm when I go to the store now, I have to make myself not go on the sugar aisle. But I'm actually probably maybe 2 weeks into not eating sugar.
That's good.
2 weeks,
That's
because
good.
you know the last time you was here, I had
Yeah.
ate probably like a whole thing of cookies and cake and-
Oreos.
Yeah, I ate a whole thing of cookies. I think I ate a cheesecake and I ate something else. But it's a process. But I've been going 2 weeks strong, no sweets.
That's good.
But I still have
But-
to have my bread though. That's the thing though. But doesn't bread when bread breaks down, does that turn into sugar?
No, it's starch.
You starch.
Starches and sugar, basically. And starch and sugar, that's the two main products that make an acidic environment inside of your body. Because your body never breaks it down. Sugar never gets broke down.
Oh God.
You just passes it. That's why a lot of people, well, men, they get gallstones, and stuff, and kidney stones.
Oh,
And but there's a healthy alternative. You have a sweet tooth. Switch over to a sweetener called agave nectar. And it look like syrup. And it'll satisfy all your sweet needs.
really?
Yes, it does.
And like if you
Take
want
something like walnuts. I'm sorry, walnuts, and you pour the agave and cinnamon over it, and it do taste good. Do it
Really?
do. And he made like ice cream out of walnuts, water, and agave, and dates. And it's good.
Ice cream.
you take like of course, just had walnuts and you take some dates, if you can find some real good dates, that you can get it from Harris Teeter, and grape seed oil and some sea salt and some water. For the more water you put in it, the looser it is, the less quest, the thicker. And what you do is just, if you cannot drink it all, you have to finish blending,
Right.
and it can make it to the freezer, you will have some ice cream.
What?
Mhm. And it's good. It's really good.
Mm.
When I be craving sweets, he'll hurry up and make me, because you know I'm the girl who likes Snicker bars and all of that stuff, and he'll hurry up and make it for me so I can eat it.
Listen, one of my cousins just had called me I think yesterday, matter of fact, when I was leaving church,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, could you stop to the store and get me some, she had a craving for chocolate, and she wanted the Hershey's bar with the almonds. And so what I did, since she had a craving, I said, now you know. She said, don't fuss at me because I know you're not doing sugar. I said, but I'll do this for you. So what I did, I got her, you know how you get the pack with the 6 bars.
Mm-hmm.
And so she texted me right before we went live. She said, man, listen, tell me why I eat all of this. And I'm on like I was like, I know you didn't. I was like, I know you didn't eat all 6. She said, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. And see, that's the type of stuff that I would do. Like I get like a bar, like a pack or something. And I'll just I love Reese's Cup. And I get like the long pack of Reese's, and I'll sit there and I'll just keep eating them, eating. I'll get the Reese's and the Kit Kats, and I'll just keep eating. And I'm just like, but I'm 2 weeks strong where I haven't had any sweets. Now, I'm not going to say the struggle hasn't been real.
Oh, yeah.
Because this week right here, I was like, oh, God. This week right here has been a test. But I told my body no.
My daughter's about to play basketball, and me and him doing the raw vegan thing. And I'm trying. I cheated. I had the little presser on the little thing, and he looked at me. He ain't saying nothing. I wanted him to say something, but he ain't saying nothing. He was like, he was just driving, looking there. But my daughter, they was like, they need help at the concession stand. And I told him, I said, Lord, you know, because the first thing we think of concession stand, the hot dogs with the onions and the chili and the nacho cheese with the chili. And I said, oh, God, I can't volunteer in there. I was like, I might have to donate a big box of hot dogs. But good God, I can't. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle. Like, oh, my God. And the smell of the onions. And I love hot dogs and onions. I love it.
Oh my goodness! So you're just gonna donate?
I'm gonna donate. I'm not.
But I understand it, because
you don't donate.
Right now, I'm going on 6 years of being. I'm like 90-95% alkaline vegan.
Yeah.
The other 10% is seafood.
Yeah.
And
you started to, because you said you were weighing 300 pounds, so you started to feel that. How was the weight loss? Was it gradual, instant? How was that process?
It's a slower process, all because your body's changing naturally.
Right.
Like there's no hanging flesh, none of that. You don't need no suction or what do you call it? Where they suck the extra fat out you.
Liposuction.
Yeah. You don't need none of that, because your body is remarkable. It really don't need any actual help if you let it take its time.
Right.
Don't rush it. The same way if you eat a lot, you gradually grow a stomach.
Right.
So if you change what you eat, it'll gradually go back.
Really?
Your skin can stretch and it can retract. But it's just us, we want everything overnight.
Okay.
Take your time and enjoy the process. Go enjoy the fight. Because now you're going to have a good testimony you can tell somebody else. And all the stuff that you're going to learn in the process, you're going to discover about yourself.
Yeah.
Don't miss out on it. Please don't miss out on it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's rough, but don't miss out on it.
Wow. And that was my fear. Like when I started, because I think I don't remember how much I weighed, but I think my largest size, I think I was like size 20 or 22. And I think one time I went to the doctor and I was wearing like 250. And I was like, ain't no way that scale, something wrong with that scale. I was like, ain't no way I went 250. I said, and I used to tell my trainer, A big shout out to Mr. Eric Minton. I tell him like, I got heavy bones. Ain't no such thing as no heavy bones. I was like, ain't no way I weigh 250 because y'all went to the doctor. I was like, something. What's wrong with y'all? I was 250. But looking at me, you couldn't tell I weighed it, but I was weighing 250. And I think now I'm probably no, I ain't gonna say how much I weigh.
Tor, listen, I found out last week I weigh 288. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna put it all out there. 288. Matter of fact, when you shared a post of a nurse practitioner on your page.
Okay, Kendra, yeah.
I called her. I seen her today.
For real?
I seen her today. And
Wow.
I'm gonna get back on track. I was talking about him and all, and I was like, no, I cannot have this weight on me, and I don't understand. And she was like, you just eating up a storm, aren't you? I'm snacking, yo. I'm snacking. Like, he see how easy it is. Like, we'll have a big box of Krispy Kreme donuts, and the kids won't touch it. They wanted it. They got a couple, and they leave it there. And you hear him through the house. Somebody come eat these donuts now.
So the temptation. Like, ever since marriage, I don't know what it is. Like, I'm gonna be honest. When me and her first met, I was 162 pounds.
Wow.
And now I'm 220 pounds. I don't know.
It's the snacks, y'all.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
Oh,
It's the snacks. It's the
It's the-
kids'
And
snacks.
and I have found
They sneak
myself.
up on them. He don't know.
I used to not eat oatmeal. Right.
Really?
I
My
wouldn't
kids
eat.
love oatmeal.
So they used to start keeping the boxes in there. So I hear me go. Which one the healthiest one? So here I go. What kind I would get? The banana.
Mabel.
Yeah, the dates, and maple and dates. All because they got dates in it. I'm tricking myself thinking it's healthy. And I know doggone well ain't what.
And that's what I said too. I said that about I was asking a trainer about does it make a difference when the chips are baked? I said, man, it's still fat. It's still fat.
Chips and chips.
He's like, you think it's back? No, it's still the same.
And that's part of my 10% of the 90. I had to
He
fight.
loves chips.
I just not been able to kick the chips habit for going on a month and a half now. We had devotions at church.
The fasting.
Yeah.
So you don't do any chips now?
Not no more.
After that fast that we had for the church, and he haven't picked up chips since. Now
They got a box of them in the house yesterday.
we
for
got
the
two
kids
big
for lunch.
boxes, and he didn't touch them since.
I stood
I
at
was watching them. I was waiting on them.
I stood at the table.
Oh,
I look
I-
at it. I said, no. Now walk on.
Oh look, I had the I was looking at him, making sure, and he walked right past it. He didn't even look at it. And the sad thing about it, chips in our house go in 3 days. Them things still there, so I know it's just the temp here.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
It's still there, still there.
Chips is my
Right.
weakness too. Chips and Cheetos. And Tammy said what I was actually thinking. She said that's happy weight when you were saying
Yeah.
that.
Happy
That,
weight.
you know, if people say when you happy, that's the happy weight. That what I was thinking when you said that.
But
that
how
happy
do
weight.
you gain the happy weight? That's the thing. Where do it comes from?
When you're happy, you're not focusing, you're not I know for me, I don't know if I ever had the happy weight before. I just get the greedy weight because I don't know if I experienced that happy weight yet. But usually when you're with somebody and you're happy, you don't have any worries.
You gain weight.
Yeah, you gain weight. Yeah, it's a happy weight. Yeah,
Yeah,
I noticed one thing that I did though. My seafood habit had picked up.
really.
I love
Yeah.
seafood.
Fish and
I like
shrimp.
So okay, and I was just about to say what type of seafood are you eating because I actually backed away from the shrimp for a while. Now I had some shrimp Saturday, but I backed away from shrimp for a while. And the reason, let me tell you why, because they were saying that shrimp, I don't know how it is, but they were saying shrimp is like one of a scavenger.
Like the roaches.
Yes. So I backed away for a little bit. Now, something that I love that I hadn't had in some years is crab legs.
I love crab legs. He's saying the king crab legs. I love.
And they were saying the same thing about the crab legs. The crab legs and shrimp is like the the roaches of the sea.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. But I want some crab legs, but that was one of the things that I couldn't. I said, well, can I do this? Can I do the cat? No. But so when you're eating your seafood, you're eating shrimp and fish, just shrimp and fish. And what type of fish are you eating? Or it varies.
Whichever one hit my plate.
Look at that gas station. You remember I talked about the
Yeah.
gas station? And like, if my daddy listening, please forgive. It's like the morning when we about to go to church
my
on
God.
Sundays. We used to stop by because we'll get our tithes money. Then we used to stop by the gas station and get their tilapia.
Oh my goodness! And see, that's the thing
Be
about it.
late sitting in the parking lot eating fish.
So let me ask this question. Now, when it came to tilapia, they were saying that tilapia wasn't real fish. So what's the story on tilapia?
It's farm raised. Like literally all the fish and seafood, most of you get out of the grocery store,
Yeah.
they're farm raised. And so by they being farm raised, they just like any other farm raised animal. They eat a lot of steroids and chemicals and stuff. And so that's why they farm them and they grow so rapidly and they grow so quickly because stuff don't supposed to grow that fast.
Oh God, because I eat tilapia all the time.
Yeah,
But
and it's
I-
everywhere. There's abundance of it everywhere.
I love it. I love it.
And the flounder, you eat flounder.
Oh, yes. Yes.
What's it? Because I'm
What's
not
the
really,
one with the bones in it that you that's at the store in Timminsville that we went to?
My true love.
Yeah, True Lux.
Oh,
What was
I've never been there before.
it's good. Their fish is so good.
Really?
And it's one with the bones and
I usually get 2-piece catfish fillet.
yeah.
Yeah.
The catfish.
I've never been to True Looks before.
True Lux is really good. It's really good. They don't open on Mondays though, but it's really good.
But if you're trying to get your health straight, don't go there. Don't go there.
Don't listen to me. Listen to him.
Don't go there.
Look, I'm wearing red for a reason. Listen, don't go to this light. Go to that.
Don't go there. Leave it alone.
Lord.
Look, I have you guys eating a whole meal.
So since your husband eats healthier, how has that made you change in your cooking? Or you still cook the same and you are disciplined?
Yeah. Like I
I have to cook
But
two
what-
separate, but he is so easy because you can make salads and stuff like that, and the quinoa, the wild rice and things. Sometimes when I come home, I don't feel like cooking. He'll tell you, and he'll go to Subway and get him what you get?
veggie wrap.
A veggie wrap, and it's so easy. He is so easy. But
A
the
veggie.
kids don't like his diet as, but it's hard for them. Our kids became so picky now because we be so busy. Sometimes we go out to eat more than anything, and that's one of our issues that I discovered today too, Tori, because it's so quick for me after getting off of work. Hey, let me stop by Little Caesars, give them a pizza. And sometimes I'll probably get him something with vegetables until he stopped eating it. Like the
Right.
last time I had
Yeah.
Pizza Hut and I had his little vegetables on it, he didn't even eat the pizza.
Yeah, because I had to make a stop. Like,
Yeah,
literally,
he made me stop. Yeah.
You have to. I mean, even if you with somebody,
Yeah.
you have to get back to your basics on certain things. Especially like I really pay attention to my body.
Right.
Like I really start feeling sluggish again. Like how I used to be. Well, yeah, we been together 2 years.
Mhm.
Right? 2 years
Going
ago
on.
to how I am now.
Yeah.
Total difference. And I said, I got to stop. And I knew the problem was my eating.
Right.
And it wasn't about how much I was eating, it was what I was eating.
Right.
Like I really kind of went back to eating cheese and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Stop. Hey, that's very, very bad for you.
But like I was
Right.
explaining to him, it's so hard to find alkaline food in the grocery stores.
It
is
is.
so hard.
And I told her, I said, you have to take your time in them stores. They're there. You have to take your time. You just can't be in a rush.
Look.
Because some, like you trying to find hidden jewels, you ain't gonna find them like that. You got to take your
Wow.
time. You got to dig.
Wow.
And just like literally like romaine lettuce, right? That's alkaline lettuce. The iceberg is not good. And so when you go to Romaine, just take your time and look for it. And like agave nectar, I swept and down, it wasn't in the store when I first tried to find it. And I could not find it no way. So
You have to look.
I took my time and I was in there about an hour, an hour and a half one time trying to find it. Because they said, jump on Google. If Walmart got it on their display, they got it in the store.
Wow.
And so I said, okay, I'm going to find me some agave because I got to leave the sugar alone and I have a sweet tooth.
Right.
And I went in there and I found it. I didn't find it at one Walmart first, so I went to the other Walmart.
Yeah, you have to do a whole lot of riding and with the kids in the background. You ain't feeling it. Get off of me. Stop hitting me. You're not thinking about looking for agave and stuff. Only thing you want to do, come on, let's get out. You know?
Right. Oh my
But
God.
then part of your journey you go on though. Once you start pursuing your health,
Mhm.
you really want to heal your body of any type of illness,
Yeah.
it'll humble you.
Wow.
Yeah.
It'll humble you to deal with some people you ain't never thought you could deal with before.
Wow.
That's
'Cause
true.
somebody could throw a shot at you or something. It'll really roll off
Wow.
because it's about energy level too.
Yeah.
Whenever you get on a certain energy level and you done been humble enough and you done went through your own journey and you done gave you prosperity and whatnot, you really will not stress it. Okay. You look at them like, okay, you got some learning to do. I got mine,
Right.
but I'm willing to help you still.
Right. And I say that often. I say that often that you have to know, like I said, I'm bad about cutting people off I'm bad about blocking when you call my phone if I don't know you. But you have to, and I say this a lot, that you have to be mindful of who to be patient with and who
Mhm.
to completely disconnect from. You can still love them, but you have to keep them at a distance and set necessary boundaries. Is necessary, because I noticed that some people that I was holding on to were actually some people that was seasonal people. I was holding on to them, hoping that they would be lifetime, but everybody's not lifetime. But once I start letting go of the dead weight,
Yeah.
I noticed that my whole attitude would change, my whole mood would change. And it was really getting bad when you get to the point where, say you see the person calling, right? And you know if you answer this call, you're gonna be drained.
Yeah.
I mean, it got to that point where, oh God,
You don't want it.
Woo,
Yes.
yeah. When it get to that point, it's time to just kind of just put up some boundaries. And then you feel bad because of who some of the people are in your life, like some of the titles that they carry. Like, well, I can't do, but you gotta put you first.
And I'm the type of person if it's somebody I kind of have to deal with, but I know they kind of drain my energy, I say, okay, I'm gonna set aside maybe 5-10 minutes. That's it.
Right.
That's all I'm giving you. If we ain't talk about nothing uplifting, within 5-10 minutes, hey, my phone, something happened.
That's
to my
good.
Why his wife on the other side is just blocking. I ain't even got time. He be
And I
like,
mean-
"Time."
minutes.
I ain't giving you 5 seconds.
and reason
Listen,
why
once I
I'm
feel
like-
that vibe, listen, you stay over there and
Yeah.
I'll stay here and we good. I don't
why
entertain it.
The reason why I'm like that, because I'm already headstrong on where I'm at. And it really ain't nothing gonna knock me off of it. I probably got to run off the road or something. That about it, but I'm not.
Right.
And so you have to really just, you don't know where somebody might be coming from. You might can be talking to that person and they might just be venting to you, but you don't even know they venting to you.
Wow.
And you
I
might
didn't
can
think
say
about it
something
like
in
that.
that, oh, I didn't thought of that like that. So that's why I still give people a chance.
Oh,
I mean, hey, everybody,
ministering right now.
everybody's on a journey.
Yes.
Everybody's on a journey, and you on a different levels. Some people don't even know they on a journey. They just thinking it's just life just dealing them a bad hand, but that's not the case. It's all within yourself.
You said a mouthful, right?
Right.
He did.
And
Yeah.
I
That was
don't-
good.
I don't just give up on nobody. I don't.
Yeah.
So that's why I at least give a little while to listen. And then you can, in people words, you pick and choose what you want to speak on anyway, right?
Right.
So when somebody get on a point and they speak and it always something bad, you don't have to speak nothing bad along with them. You can speak something good on.
I like
Like
that.
every conversation you have, it's your choice on your input. Either you're gonna help them go down in misery, or you can attack that misery when you see what type of mood in. Like, hey man, lift up, pick yourself up. Okay,
Right.
well you've been wrong for this, you've been wrong for that, and the third. Switch it around on them.
Right. Right. And I try to be that uplifting voice. I try to be anyway, but doesn't always work. But you know, some people just don't want to listen. Like
it's all right.
it's annoying to me. Like if you're saying something negative and I try to reverse with something positive, you like, but no, you keep coming. I'll be like, you know, I get tired.
Mhm. I don't
And
have to
So
hate you.
that's when I get to the point I won't say nothing. I'm like,
Yeah.
you finished? Now what you
Right.
gonna do?
Right.
You gonna live? You gonna keep swimming in that misery pool, or what you gonna do?
Right.
You have done
I'm
that to
happy.
me.
I'm happy you done
Right.
got it all out. I'm happy you done said what you got to say. Yeah, the world against you, the devil on
Yeah.
your butt. Oh well. What you gonna do now?
Yeah. Yeah.
What you gonna do?
And sometimes when you're having a day yourself, you need to be uplifted sometimes
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I have a bad habit. I won't say nothing. I just shut my mouth. Cause I get to the point sometimes like, boy, ain't nothing coming out your mouth good. Shut up.
Right. And I'm bad about shutting down.
Yeah,
I'll shut
that's
down.
me. I'll shut down.
Yeah. I'll shut down. I'm bad about that too. Blocking and shutting down. Block you and shut down.
Being unbothered.
Oh, now we're gonna go back to the marriage life. What would you say to because like I said, Tasha, block you some more. And I'm actually still there. I know I'm in a process myself, but I'm still there where I listen, my husband could be on my block list. But because I didn't give him a chance.
Facts. Honestly, facts. Facts. You got to pick and choose.
It's like I asked you, what was it about him? And you said that how he was a reader
Mm-hmm.
and that knowledge.
And you heard it. And
Yeah.
it's like, wow. And,
Yeah.
You know, it made me, and his self-discipline.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have that.
Yeah.
And I'm still working on it because I wouldn't be 280 pounds. You know what I'm saying? But his self-discipline and the way he reads and think, a lot of people, like he's where I want to get to mentally. Yeah.
Wow. That's good.
He
That's
is.
good. That's good. But what do you say to those people? Like I said last week, I was thinking that marriage. Let me see. How do I word this? I'll just say it. Put it simple. A lot of people don't believe in marriage anymore because of everything that they see in the world. We want this. We talked about this when you were on. We want everything to happen we live in a microwave society.
Mm-hmm.
Want everything to happen overnight, and a lot of times we don't allow things to happen organically. But what do you say to those people that may have given up on marriage? Because there's some people that just flat out don't want to be married or just don't believe in it anymore. You know, and no, I'm a spiritual person. I believe that you are supposed to be married to, you know,
I feel
I want to
that
choose my words carefully, but
God wouldn't put you in a predicament like you going out having sex, fornication, and stuff like that. God knows my battle, and I had to pray, and I had to ask God. And there was certain levels where I just stopped having sex. Period. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm like, Lord, now you know, you said that we're not supposed to do this. Where's my husband? And like, help me. Like, but then tradition has us set up in our minds that it have to be done a certain way order for it to be right. And God didn't create this tradition. Honestly, man did. So if God is so weird about stuff because how he put us together, like the people that's in our circle, down to our tax lady. Me and him was going to the same tax lady. You get what I'm saying? So the roadmap to us was there, but I'm thinking in tradition, like this is how it's supposed to be, and this is what he's supposed to do. If he don't do this, he's not my man. He's not this. He's not that. And it's so much different than that. If we get out of the traditional way of things and listening to everybody else and just give it all to God and let God put it all together and follow his roadmap, and it will lead you right there. Like it will lead you right there. But the thing is, when it comes down to tradition, like one time when I said I was married, people was like, oh, well, you didn't post it on Facebook. Your name is still Natasha Pierre, you know?
Really?
And it's like,
So you got to. So this is how this
is how the world is set up now.
So it ain't official till you post it.
It ain't until I change my name and stuff like that. And it's like, wow.
It have to be okayed by society first. Why I got to be okay by society? Why it just can't be okay between the person you and the person you with?
Yeah.
Right.
Why I got to get approval from somebody else?
Right.
Yeah.
And and ain't nobody perfect.
Yeah. Because I was like, even down to this, I was like, you want to post it? He was like, no, Tasha, you know, I'm a very private person, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
I don't.
And he was like, I don't do stuff like that. And I was like, and then I had to think, Tasha, this is Facebook.
Yeah.
Like, really? Step back some. This is Facebook.
This thing ain't been around but how long?
And it got so much control. Look, you in jail. Like, how can you put somebody in jail? Like, virtually, you know? We giving this.
But look how much power it have over you.
Listen.
Till actually some people will get in an all-out altercation because somebody don't want to post something on Facebook.
And it's true, because we was about to delete it there, and I had to think about it, and I had to pray, and I was like, Lord, it's not that serious, because, you know, and I thought about it, I was like, and it was like the feedback, and one of my best friends, when she brought it in, I explained to her, and she was like, all right, but it was like, prior before her or anybody, everybody was like, why are you not changing your name? Why are you not? And it was like, I can't believe how many people go by what you post on Facebook. And it's like, oh my God, the reality. And it's pictures. And they don't know, like, if you read a book, the front cover doesn't necessarily tell you what's going on the inside.
Right.
You got to
That's
read it.
Right. Where the saying come, don't judge a book by its
The
cover.
cover, yeah, you know? And it's like, wow. And they, you know, wow. That's all I can say.
That's why I limit my time on there. This was before I even went to jail.
And then see, like,
I can't. This don't even sound right. I'm in jail. Every time I tell people I'm in Facebook, they're like, "You in jail?"
Yeah, like really, like you just go around picking random people looking for little keywords, you know? And is that serious? Like
Right.
this first was supposed to be
but then
for your
you look
family and
look at
stuff.
people and then see how they use it as. See, that's why I listen to people's words.
Mm-hmm.
See if you're gonna put stuff on there, is you really putting it on there for approval?
Right.
And
I
why
had
is you
to
want
deal with
approval
that
for
too.
somebody?
Right.
They ain't got
Exactly.
nothing to do with you and your household. Why do you want approval from them?
But I realized
No.
being on we off a subject, but I realized being on Facebook, like right now, you probably have one view.
Mm-hmm.
But out of that one view, a lot of people are still watching. They're just not answering.
Mm-hmm.
Like out of that one post, if it's just that one like, it's really actually touching people. You're just not answering. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's the smallest things that actually.
And here's the
count.
thing: when that's why I tell people all the time, don't pay attention to that, because what happens is,
Yeah.
you know, people can be watching, but they don't
No,
click on
well,
it.
Exactly.
And then if you don't click on it, it's not gonna show up.
And it's a big thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a whole thing to it. People watch. And Tori, you go to Walmart and somebody be like, oh, I see your show, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And you be like, okay, but you didn't. And I used to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I post some pictures, I'll be looking and then I have to get off and I'll be like, oh, they didn't like it and let me take it down. And I used to be like that. That's one reason why I had to.
But then we don't go and look at like Facebook and Instagram or TikTok and all that. You don't understand what it, or a lot of people don't understand what it do to them for their body and mind. That's like that have power over you.
Right.
Some people, you get up in the morning, that the first thing they going on.
Right.
Some type of social media.
Right.
You don't supposed to do that. because that's setting your whole tone of the day, your whole mood.
It is.
Like I had to back off of it one time because when I started noticing my stuff with all the cops and stuff was going on, I had to back off of that thing because it had me kind of looking strange, looking strange at people. I said, no, you can't do that. Everybody's not the same.
It's not.
But then I had to realize that I had to put Facebook in the same category as I put my food.
Right.
Because anything you eat and you cannot help yourself from eating it, that got power over you.
It does.
And you have to stop that. You have to get control of that. And like, if you let like social media take control of you, I mean, we all see what some social media do to some people.
Right.
You have to take your power back.
Yeah. Because so many people are caught up in the likes and the views.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
Get it
Look, my dad, I when he do his little Sunday, and we totally off subject, but when he do his Sunday devotions and all of that stuff, he don't care. He don't care. It's just, and I like his determination because at the end of the day, people are still watching.
yeah.
So it's actually showing that this is the person's gift.
right.
This is what they really want to do.
right.
This is coming from the heart.
right.
Because when you stop getting all of the likes and stuff, are you still going to do it or are you going to quit because nobody's liking it no more?
right.
You know, it just
Yeah.
shows that this person is really committed in doing their gift.
right. I'm committed.
And I like the fact that you are
committed.
very,
I'm committed. I'm like, okay, so I'm not doing the drama, not doing any of that. I just want to be, it's not for me. Let me just say this
it's for
and
the
put it out
world.
there. It's for, I want to make an impact, a
You
powerful
are.
impact. And when someone walked up to me and they told me they saw the podcast, I'm like, really? Now you never comment. I never see you watching, but you're watching. Like I'm watching you.
You never know.
And they
who's looking
said,
at you.
yeah, and they said, I'm not commenting, I'm not saying anything, but I'm watching.
And that's beautiful.
And I
And
was
that
like,
person is beautiful.
I was like, oh my God,
That's beautiful.
real. I'm
That's
like,
beauty.
I was like,
That's
okay.
beauty. Beauty in the eyes of the beholder.
Right.
That's beauty. She's
Right.
beautiful. Whoever that was
Yeah.
so beautiful. That was
like,
beautiful.
wow, really? You watching me? And like I told you when I started, and like I said, we totally off subject.
We are.
But when I started, I was like, should I keep going? Because I'm like,
Don't stop.
are people going to listen to me?
We
I don't
Are
know
people
that-
going to be focused?
I don't know the
Yeah.
actual Bible verse, but it is your gift will bring you amongst great people.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if it's something you like, you real gifted at it, stay doing it. You're just gonna get better and better.
Yeah.
Different platforms.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thank
you're gonna keep elevating.
And she is.
I receive it. I receive it.
I love it.
I receive it. Oh my goodness, I received that. But what I was going to ask when we got off subject, when you start talking about social media, it'll take you to a whole different-
that's a whole nother
But then you
subject.
understand the power it have.
right.
Now we could have controlled that whole narrative if we would have went to talking about some love and hip hop or something that's on Facebook. You know, and then the stuff you talk about, do you understand that like the feeling it puts in your body? Like literally it can put you in a stressful state. Stress causes all kind of stuff. And you don't even know it. Now, if you already eat kind of messed up and now you looking at some bull, then you always talking about some bull, you gonna keep high blood pressure.
Right.
You,
I like that.
you gonna always keep some type of negative attitude. Whenever you have a negative attitude, you create a negative state in your body.
And I noticed, and this is not
Oh,
for people
so-
not for people to get upset, but a lot of times when you're watching the Love and Hip Hop and the reality TV, it plays a part of how your attitude.
It do.
And it's like a lot of
Yes.
people they're like, well, you tore you out. I don't watch that.
No.
If it's not something that's gonna be beneficial in me, like motivating me to be better, then I don't watch it. I don't read it.
I have to
know.
break except when Power come on. I love Power.
I
have
guess-
So I
to-
couldn't watch Power.
Listen,
about to
I
get
love it, but anything else, I
If you get a chance, listen to a guy named Bob Proctor. He
Okay.
breaks down on like how your mind and stuff actually work. And I thought it was crock of bull at first, but it ain't. Like your mind,
Yeah.
whatever come through your ears, your mind gonna absorb it. But you inside of your mind, that's when you have the choice to block it or not. Same way you like your cell phone work.
Yeah.
You get the phone call. You can't stop the phone call from coming through,
Yeah.
but you can block it when it get there.
And we do.
But listen, but let me
And
tell
we
you.
do.
But let me tell you something. When you say you can't stop it, listen. Let me tell you what not only do I block, but there's a feature on the phone that has do not disturb,
Yeah.
and it can stop that call from coming through.
Yeah, but that same person has to call from a different number. It'll stop that number.
Listen, here's the thing. Here's my phone. No, I'm gonna tell y'all that out there because people gonna realize what my secret is.
Yeah.
That's why she ain't answer my. No, I'll tell y'all.
Yeah.
Why she ain't answer? That's why she didn't answer my call. But seriously though, I want you guys to say to those what we was about to say before we start getting on social media. What words of wisdom would you guys share in regards to love and marriage and giving each other the opportunity? Because like I said, I was shocked when you said, I said, you a whole wife? Are you serious? Not you.
Yes.
When you was on that, like I said, when you was on Veronica's show, I mean, you just
Yes.
had the walls up. Like
I got to say the greatest piece of advice I had got. Well, it was two of them. My sister said that always go back to when you first started.
Yeah.
And for us men folk, women be right. That have saved a lot.
My daddy.
No, it wasn't your dad. It wasn't just your dad.
Oh.
Those men folk fellas, let them be right. You mess around and be turned blue in the face and just leave it alone. Go talk to the squirrels. Walk outside. Go talk to the dog. All right.
so, let us be right.
Let's
Is the
be
key.
right. It's rough. I mean, oh my God, it's rough. But
Really?
it's all right though. I'm thinking it's all right.
Look, Tammy talking about the block queen. Please tell her, please. Tammy, no, I block everybody. I'm bad about that.
Listen, sorry, I've been there and I'm still, learning. I just keep my phone off. Like my phone at 6:30, it goes off totally. Even when I'm married, like he'll be like, Tasha, I called you. So now he'll call the house phone and I have to stop that, but I don't have him on block. But that's the time where I just have my peace.
So you turn at 6:30, you turn your phone off completely?
My phone automatically has the bedtime, do not disturb, and it's on silent. It's
Oh God.
because with my job, I be on the phone 24/7. My phone
Yeah.
constantly rings, and I don't like hearing the phone. I really don't. I don't like talking on the phone.
Right.
I don't. Now I will. It'll be in my hand looking through emails or social media, but I have to back up off of that because now when I wake up in the morning, first thing in my hand is Facebook, and I need to stop that. But for back to that is the best wisdom that I can ever give is just trust the process. And privacy is a big thing.
Yeah, stay humble.
Stay humble.
Right.
Keep what's going on between you and them. Between you and them. Don't go here. Don't go there.
Keep your
don't
household
go-
in your house.
Keep your household, in your house. Don't scatter here and there because everybody have misinformation on everything, and you don't know what's going on. Be careful who you get advice from.
Mhm.
Look at that lifestyle before you,
Right.
because sometimes people are still coming from a place of hurt
Mm.
and pain that they have not got over. So it's kind of hard to listen to somebody. So keep your household business within your household,
Right.
motivate each other, and just follow and trust the process.
Yes.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
Right.
And I guarantee you the reason why it probably wasn't built in a day because everybody was working together. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have some ups and downs. Like we do have ups and downs and we come together. If I'm not blocking or whatever, we come together. I don't block no more.
The thing I had to realize too, like whenever I just shut down, I don't say nothing. That's the same thing as blocking.
Yeah.
But then, like I told her, I said, I'm just thinking. I'm not doing nothing out of spite. I'm just
And see,
recollect.
that's me. I'm very. He be like, you tit for tat, and I am, and he keeps on saying it. And I have to. There's things when your spouse tell you, you have to notice. And Tori, I am. I'm very tit for tat person, like I am.
Even now?
Even now, babe.
petty.
She petty.
Oh my god! Look, everybody different, you know. Everybody's
I'm
different.
very petty.
But I say for me, that would say everybody. What you go through in life, it gonna prepare you for things.
Yes, it is.
And
Yes,
I
it
say
do.
my journey I went through, it really showed me how to humble myself, and like I really observe people, and I observe myself. I observe myself reacting to people, and then I'll be like, if you gonna control the situation and let it escalate,
Oh,
or you just gonna
so
sit
you
back?
really be having the upper hand?
Sometimes you can't. Well, no, I can't say that
No, you
because it's
don't.
gonna go left field. That's why I'm not gonna say it. But fellas, as far as yourself, sometimes your left hand don't let your right hand know what it's doing. All
Mm.
because you have to use that in a positive way now. Don't go using it in no bad way.
Oh,
You know,
Okay.
you have to you do that. Use it to help your family, help you.
your
Marriage.
spouse.
Yeah,
I like that. I like
So
that.
patience is a virtue.
yeah. It
basically.
very
Patience
is.
is.
And sometimes people take for me, like I said, I'll shut down. And sometimes people will take your silence and they get offended by it. But
Mhm.
sometimes you have to do that for you
Yeah.
to protect your peace. But some
Mhm.
people get offended. Like, why?
I
you
think
do-
I'm one of those people that get offended if you shut down. If I'm talking to you and you shut down, and I am, and that's when the petty mode come.
And then they just can't pay it no
Because
attention.
you don't just shut down and then turn around and want to speak to me when you want to speak. Because now I'm shut down, and you're gonna have to wait.
But then that thing I try to explain to it, like, okay, your first initial mind is to retaliate. And once you retaliate, it's not gonna go right for you. It's going straight left for you. Nothing but argument. And I don't argue. I don't like I hate
No,
arguing.
we do not argue.
That's good.
Yeah.
No, we have heated discussions.
Yeah.
But
I'll walk
it's
off.
not like arguing. We don't argue. Honestly, we
Yeah,
don't.
scream and none of no, we ain't
We
doing none of
don't.
that.
My
Oh,
head.
wow.
It's mostly like, okay, you do what you do.
And that's one thing I like about her, because it's like he don't like to argue and I don't like to argue. He'll just walk off,
Yeah.
and then he'll come back. He'll be like, "Yo," and I'll be like, "What?" You know,
Yeah.
it's weird, but that's one thing I can say. Another thing that I can say that I like, but we don't believe in arguing. I can't stand because my head hurts. Once my head hurts, it takes it down to
Right.
a whole nother level.
And I don't like stress in my body. I hate it.
And yeah,
Not at all. And that's one of the things that I'll say too. I don't like arguing as well. So what I do if I'm talking to someone that wants to argue, I'll just be quiet and let them say what they're gonna say.
Yeah.
And then I'll just start tuning you out. I'm looking at you, but you like start talking, you know that Charlie Brown one.
Yeah.
I no longer hear what you say. I don't tune you out. I'm watching you,
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, but I don't tune you out. I don't
And-
hear what you say.
And then the thing about it too, we're grown people now. We don't have to yell and scream at each other.
Listen.
I mean, everybody's opinionated. It's all right to hear one person's opinion, and it's all right for them to hear your opinion. I look at it, the situation like the 6 and the 9. I'm looking at it on one end, it's a 6. You looking at it from the other end, it's a 9.
Right.
Okay. I usually be the first to walk around and look at it aside from a different point of view and say, okay, let's try it from this point of view.
Right.
So I ain't right, you ain't right.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's screw up together or get it right together.
I was laughing at him because I was like, babe, people want to know why we got married so early. And he was like, it's no different. I was like, you think we got married so early?
Oh.
And he was like, tell me.
Oh,
That's
I
a,
said,
well, see, that's a good point though,
Yeah.
because people feel as though if you just met someone, why do you have to rush it?
and I'm gonna tell her the
had
same.
me
I'm
second
gonna tell
guessing.
everybody the same thing I told her when she asked me that. I said it ain't no different for somebody you get pregnant by so early.
And when he said that, I was like, "Ooh, you're right. Ooh, you're right.
Hey, I mean, we grown.
And I was like, wow, I didn't think about that.
Sometimes sometimes things are not that difficult.
Meeting that girl from the club and having sex that night. I said, I didn't even think about that.
That's
Babe.
true though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, somebody come out with AIDS or a baby, nobody don't say nothing about it.
That's true though.
Yeah.
That 18 years.
That's true.
That's a whole new life in this world.
Yeah.
But you tripping about some marriage?
Yeah.
I don't think marriage is big
That's
enough
true.
for you got to take care of.
And after that, I didn't think about it no more.
But
after
you
he
know
said
what?
that.
I've noticed there are people that I know that married quick and their marriage is flourishing.
Yeah.
And then I've seen people that took what's crazy to me? Like if you've been dating someone, say 10 years, y'all been living together, whatever. And as soon as y'all get married,
Y'all divorced.
I don't understand that.
It's crazy.
And I used to work with a lady that she said her husband got married within 2 weeks. And they have been together for 45 years.
Because they do. To me, I think they did the dating stage because, like me and him, we still like we're married, but we have the dating stage. But the only difference is while we dating and we learning each other, we can't leave. Like
You locked in.
you lock in, you know.
But when you
Why
not
I'm blocking
together,
you and I'm coming back home. You know what I'm saying? It's not that like I looked at real stupid. So put him on block and
But
he's
when
sitting there laying in the bed like, hey, like what is
I ain't need the phone to talk to you.
I'm hearing your face. That was, you know.
That was
But
funny to me. You block him and went home.
Yeah.
I ain't had nowhere else to go. That's all.
I said, Tasha, who does that? How you block your husband?
Look, that's that petty. He be like,
Hey.
you so petty.
I thought something was wrong with the phone at first half. Like when we was married and it happened, I say, maybe a phone ain't got no service. But I called back like 2 more times. I said, that joker got me on block. Boy.
Gosh.
I said, boy.
Yeah, you
Oh
pe-
well.
yeah, you real petty.
I said,
You real petty. Well, listen, I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time, but what is any final now? Let me say, is there anything with what you guys do? You want to drop out your social media if anybody want to reach out to you, drop the information if they want to reach out. You never know who may be watching.
It's up to him if you want to do.
I mean,
That's totally
like I
up to
said, I'm
you.
real. I don't do far as too much social media stuff.
Oh, trust
I
me,
just
you ain't
don't-
missing nothing about it.
And reason why I don't do it, it invite a lot of unwanted stuff in at times. Sometimes you going in meaning well, but once you put yourself out there, sometimes you get unwanted stuff.
I like that.
You know?
I like that. Let's
Yeah.
leave it at that.
Yeah.
So,
I like
right.
that.
but I will give people this information here. Check on your bodies and look into some holistic type of healing and stuff. Like
Look
you
at
get
our
a chance-
pictures.
Yeah, you get it a chance. Look up some
Picture
doctor saving
shit.
information.
Yeah.
Like literally pay attention to your diets, pay attention to what you taking in, what you looking at, and understand if it doing you any good. If it ain't doing you no good, don't give your time to that.
And this was the other thing that you said something earlier. I meant to mention, like when your doctor tells you something and they want to put you on a medication. I think that was a great thing that you did by doing your research, because a lot of
Yes.
times we believe everything the doctor tell us, and then you allow them to put you on the medication, and you can do your research and you don't need a medication.
And then the
No.
medication is harming something else.
Now, all right, I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way. Listen
Yeah.
to your doctors,
Yeah.
and once you listen to them, now go do your research.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
that's-
If he give you medication, I never tell nobody not to take their medication.
Yeah.
Okay, so please, everybody, do not get it twisted. You
Yeah.
take your medication, but once you get on a holistic journey of it,
Mm-hmm.
the amazing part and the most beautiful part of it, you'll watch your doctor take you off the medication,
Yeah.
and you'll be thinking, "Oh, it's the medication. I'm getting better," but it's actually be the food you eat that's making you better.
Right.
Let your food be your medicine.
Okay.
It's like a lot of food out there. Let's say if somebody anemic or something, everybody go to liver or something. It's supposed to be the highest source of iron.
Right.
You got something called in your grocery store called kale, and that's about the highest source of any iron you can get from a plant. And you got herbs called burdock root. sarsaparilla, you can combine those two. You can get all the iron you want. Somebody who's anemic, it'll start your doctor will start coming down on your prescription if you start incorporating those two type of herbs in the teas and stuff every day.
Okay. Because when I changed my and Tammy to my she petty.
I'm petty Tammy.
And when I started, I noticed there was one year where you know how when it's around Easter, it's called Lent.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so there was one year, probably I want to say 2017, 2018. One of the years I stopped eating meat for 40 days. Mm-hmm. I stopped eating meat completely. And I should have did it gradually, but once that Lent season was over, y'all, I tried to eat meat and I got so sick because my body had got adjusted without eating it. Mm-hmm. And I noticed also during that time, like I suffer from chronic migraines. And I noticed when I wasn't eating the meat,
go away.
Oh my God, I felt amazing.
And you felt much lighter.
Right.
And it's like it's like somebody suffer from headaches, right? You change your diet, you can actually get rid of migraines.
Yeah.
Like literally. I mean, they'll go away. I used to suffer from them.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, no more. And that just without eating meat. And like, let's say if you're walking through the grocery store and you get a headache, everybody would love to go get some Tylenol or Advil. Just walk right over there to the produce section and pick up something called some ginger root. Just pick that thing up and pull the bark back just a little bit and smell it. You'll feel your headache.
Buy it first.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can buy it.
Buy it first. Do not do that and put it back because I might have to buy it. Buy it first.
Yeah, after you smell it, put it in your bag.
I'm going to have to buy that.
So ginger root, I'm going to ask you some questions when we get off because I need to do the ginger root because like I said, and then another thing is a trigger for my migraines. Now, was chocolate, cheese, and sometimes if I drink something or eat something with caffeine, it'll trigger the migraines.
All right, but you notice how you talking, right? You're always intaking.
Yeah.
Everything you intaking is acidic.
Okay.
See, notice sometimes, I mean, you have to tell it though. But then you have to hear yourself on your intake. So now you'll know you naming everything what caused them to you.
So you just put me on blast just now.
No,
don't do it. Don't take it because he do it to me.
But seriously, I mean, you have to hear yourself.
Oh gosh.
And once you hear yourself, I would say that's the process you go through. And then you won't take it as though you're on blast. You're like, oh, key thing. Let me stop.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
If you can name all the stuff that giving it to you, now I just go look for the stuff that won't give it to you. And life is really that simple.
Oh, this is easy.
It really is.
Oh gosh. Okay.
This is easy.
And everything right there in your grocery stores, your farmers markets. Well, shoot, you got the whole world in your hand. Pull your phone out.
Yeah. This is true. This is true.
So
this is true.
Everything goes back down to choice. But sometimes we don't have the information.
Yeah.
But that's you have to go look for it.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys for coming on today.
Thank you for having us.
This has been a very informative show. I'm like,
I told you. He got a story of his own.
Very, very informative. So now I'm going to try to work on not being blocking as much because I do believe my husband might be blocked.
Well,
you're like, well.
But if you know somebody straight on some foolishness now,
yeah,
I mean, you know, they gonna have some foolishness.
Yeah,
I mean, just if you want.
But some people, I
blocked him. He came to my doorstep.
I was I didn't know I got blocked. That was the first time I ever got blocked in my life. I didn't know what was going on the first time I got.
Oh God!
Well, I'm just saying, if he's your husband, he gonna come and find you.
Okay, well, obviously they're my husband then, because ain't nobody come find me yet.
I ain't know what was going on. I went to sleep, turned the phone off or something.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, that my husband ain't on block. Then I'm gonna take that back because they ain't came find me yet. They gonna come. They gonna come for me. They can find me wherever. Okay, yeah. But here's the other thing too. If they come knocking on my door, I don't answer my door either. I don't answer my door either.
I mean,
If you knock on my door and I don't, if I'm not expecting someone, you knock on my door, you gonna stay on the other side of the door.
Guess what?
And if you call me, here's the thing: if you call me like Tori, I'm at your door, and what you don't call me, you don't get to my door and tell me no, or you text me, Tori, I'm at this me at the door. No, you gonna stay on that. No, don't do no. I don't do pop ups either. Don't pop up at my house. Don't do that.
But guess what?
Don't do that.
God know all that. That's why God gonna make it so somebody just walk right into you.
I like that.
You're gonna walk
I like
right
the way
into
you
it.
said that.
Yeah,
Really
he had to find me at church.
Sometimes you just have to put something right in somebody's face.
I like that.
That's exactly what he's gonna have to do.
I like that. I like the way you said that.
Yeah.
You got us, man. We gonna be here about 4 hours.
we gonna.
This is good. This is good. What you said was really good.
Oh my goodness, yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch this myself and take some notes
But that's the
because
thing
he
too. now.
dropped some
You have-
jewels.
Yes, he
You have to
did.
make sure yourself prepared when the opportunity presents itself. You got to make sure yourself right now, because
Right.
the same way you might be judging that man be judging you too. Now, the thing was with me and Tasha too was we had a conversation about our standards, and I told her what my standards was. She told me where hers was, and so I had to realize I had to tone some of mine down a little.
Listen, because when we first met, I'm gonna tell you this. He sent me a text, and I told him, "Come save me."
Oh,
And he was like, "What?
Yeah.
Save you? Blah 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 blah."
excuse me. I said, I'm trying to save my.
Yeah. And I was like, "Where you coming from?" And I had to. I'm like, "Where this went? It went left all of a sudden." And I was like, "Hold up. I don't need you to save me like that. I don't need your money. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
What you talking about?"
Like,
And then it's quick.
Yeah.
Because being a single mother with 3 kids, you always have those dudes out there that's thinking that I don't thinking that you need help, which I don't. I mean, I just need companionship. I need somebody there with me, supporting me, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
Because I learned how to do everything on my own, and he's good with my kids. But it's like these dudes, especially like it kills me when a dude be like, "Why you telling a guy you don't want to have sex after you had 3 kids? You already like, really? Why you telling me since I had 3 kids, I had to automatically give you my body?" And he wasn't like that. But I came in in contact with guys like that. You had 3 kids. What you mean you gonna save yourself and blah blah blah? You already
Yeah.
used like, so
Yeah.
what? This is
Yeah.
my body.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And that was the difference. But when he did that, I had to sit back and show him I gave him my whole portfolio, and he was like, "Wow." And I was like showing him, and I basically showing, "Look, I don't need you. I don't need." I blocked him after that. I think
I mean, that what you said. How else I'm supposed to take this? But then I told myself, I mean, everybody say things. I don't know the context that she was saying it in.
Right.
Like I say, when you done your journey, you understand about being humble.
Right.
Let people get a chance to explain it,
Right. Right.
because you might be taking things totally out of context. But
Right.
if you listen, oh, okay, I can rock with that. Something.
Yeah. And if you don't quite understand, ask questions.
Ask a question.
Ask question.
Yeah.
Only dumb question, the one you don't get, don't ask.
Right. But that's good, Tasha, because there's this guy that's huge on social media that I don't want to say like, but care for. But Kevin Samuels, that guy, he's one of the main ones that says that he speaks like, you already have, why would you?
Yeah, and how your expectations and stuff,
Yeah.
like the woman is already used. Like,
Right.
who are you?
Right.
You have a nerve to say that.
Yeah.
Like, this is her body.
Yeah.
And if that guy is susceptible of it, he's still going to be with her regardless of the fact of what she
Right.
says.
Right.
She don't have to lay down just because she already had. Everybody change.
Right.
Everybody, even though only thing is when she lay down, the natural consequences that she developed was kids. Thank God. At least there wasn't no STDs and all of that. That was her natural consequences of having a child out of wedlock.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But don't judge me because of that.
And then the
Right.
thing about it also,
You get what I'm saying? My kids is taken care of. They're doing good. And you know,
but the thing you got to look at
don't judge
also
me
is
because of
like,
that.
okay, you still willing to lay down with her. So pot can't call the kettle black.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, you still pursuing.
Right.
So you can't be in the position of saying, well, what you shouldn't do for me and you pursuing.
Right.
Kind of
Right.
double standard.
Right. Right. Ooh, that's good. That's good.
We dropping so much stuff.
Listen, we gonna cut this short because we done been talking. Listen, we gave y'all a lot of information. They gave y'all a lot of information. I'm just asking questions. They gave y'all a lot of information. So I want to thank you both for coming through today. Gotta have you guys back because like different things.
Yes.
There's like some different topics that have came to me that I would love to have you guys input from it, coming from a marital perspective. Like, you know, how you have those I may look at something one way because I'm single, and y'all may see it in a different, you know, perspective because, you know, coming from a marriage point of view. Because like I
Yeah.
said, I was questioning myself, was something wrong with me? Because I'm like 45, not married. And then I think about the fact that, you know, now I have my son is 16, and then I'm careful of, I've never dated. Well, I've dated, but I never felt comfortable introducing anyone to my child, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
So to this day, he thinks his mom, he had the perfect mom. Mama ain't perfect, but I just never felt comfortable.
You respected your household enough to keep
Yes.
that stuff away
Yeah. So
and him protect them.
yeah. So he's 16. He's never seen me with anyone. Never.
Look, he's about to graduate. So that mean cruises and all of this stuff you're gonna be going on, right?
Right. Right.
Who was that? Stella got her groove back. She went to Jamaica, didn't she?
Bumped into somebody.
Listen.
Have a little accent like this.
Right. Well, y'all, we're gonna wrap it up. Like I said, thanks again for you guys coming. It was a great show. And I'm actually gonna share it because it would not, I don't know if it would allow me to share it while I was live, but I'm gonna try to share it on my personal pages. So if any of people missed the replay, missed the live, they can watch the replay. And I'm definitely gonna have you guys back.
We here. We here. We are here. We are here. Listen, he looked like he got used to it. He was shaking.
Yeah.
His leg was shaking. Now
He relaxed now. Like, okay. So you be ready next time.
I guess so.
Well, thank you guys once again for coming on, and thank you guys for watching. If you missed the beginning, watch the replay. I'm actually going to share it on my personal pages as well, and also my Keep the Faith page. And if you'd like to be a guest on the Keep the Faith podcast, you can call me at 843. Now you can call or text the number 843-920-8124, or you can email me at faithisnecessary@gmail.com. Thank you guys for watching, and we are out.
yes.
You guys be blessed, and we out of here. Okay, hang on. Is it gonna allow me to end?
You don't want us to go.